Okay, I just got out of the theater seeing Regretting You, and I have some thoughts, and I just have to get them out. So this is a Regretting You rant, so buckle up. I had a free movie ticket burning a hole in my pocket, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to watch these crazy kids fall in love, because I'm very susceptible to movie marketing. And I thought Mason and McKenna Grace, they're very cute. This whole movie marketing campaign they've been on really sold it for me. So I thought even if this movie isn't that good, at least, you know, they're cute. So, like, that's fun. Oh, already I knew the setup. Everyone's cheating on everyone, basically. It's a bunch of drama. There's so much going on in this movie. I mean, we have Allison Williams, really loves Dave Franco. Dave Franco is dating Willa Fitzgerald. She is dating Clint Eastwood's son. And in reality, like, Clint Eastwood and Willa Fitzgerald are, like, you know, doing it behind the scenes, and then they die in a car accident, and you find out later, and then, you know, there's all this tension between Allison Williams and Dave Franco, and it's a whole thing. And then while that's happening, you know, her daughter, played by McKenna Grace, is like falling in love with Mason, and they're, you know, it's a whole thing. But there's one particular thing in this movie that really bothered me, and I'm going to get into it. So, okay, so at the beginning of the movie, we see McKenna's character. She's driving down the road, and she sees Mason on the side of the road doing something completely ridiculous. Offers him a ride. He gets in her car, and in the car, he's like, my girlfriend. So we know he's dating someone, and, like, she's driving him, and she goes into his house and into his room, and he, like, puts that dollar bill in her front pocket. That was a little bit too much. And not technically cheating or anything, but there's, like, you know, some flirtation. Like, he follows her on Instagram, then he unfollows her, and then they see each other a couple times where he's, like, checking up on her, but, like, he's still dating this other imaginary person, and eventually he dumps that girl, and then they get together, you know, and, like, that's whatever. It wasn't technically cheating, kind of some emotional cheating. There's a lot of cheating going on in this film already. This is what kind of bothered me. At the end of the film, we see him, like, doing this promposal for her, and we learn, like, he wants to be a film student, and she's an actress, and so he sits her down in front of her entire family, and it's like, I made this little movie for you. And so he starts playing just a bunch of random clips thrown together, and one of those clips is him standing on that side of the road in the scene that we saw at the beginning of the movie, and he's filming himself. And in the video, he's like, I really like you, McKenna, and, like, if you drive your car around and turn it around and come get me, then I'll dump my girlfriend for you, because it's always been you, but I'll take that as a sign. And so, of course, she does. And then, like, he puts that clip in this compilation. What a weird thing to do. You know, that's a weird thing. That would be a red flag. If I was her mother, I'd be like, that is a strange clip to put in this compilation. I don't think that's cute. I don't think that's fun. I think that's weird. And, like, he didn't even dump his girlfriend immediately. He still was dating this other girl, knowing that he liked her character, and then, like, it all worked out, I guess, but still, that's strange behavior. I thought that was not a cute thing. That was kind of irksome. Because I feel like we all had, like, the friend that starts talking to someone, and we find out that someone has, like, a girlfriend or a boyfriend, and then eventually, like, they end up dating, and you're like, well, that's nice, but, like, it kind of bothers me how y'all met. You know, like, there's always those situations. That's what this was. It just felt like another piece of the cheating scandal that is this movie. Because literally, again, everyone's cheating on everyone. Everyone's cheating on everyone. I really love all these actors. I've loved all of their projects that I've seen them in. But the only people that seemed like they really wanted to be in this project was McKenna and Mason. Everyone else was just kind of there. Like, there were so many pregnant pauses. There were so many, like, moments where people were crying without any tears. There was so much, like, melodramatic stuff going on. Like, this would definitely be the plot of a soap opera. These people are too good for that. These actors are too good for that. There's just too much going on in this film, and there's just too much cheating, and it's not that endearing. So, like, even their little relationship at the end of the film, that one clip bothered me so much that I was like, I don't think I find this cute. That's kind of my thoughts on that. So that's my little rant. I didn't particularly enjoy this film. If that doesn't come across in this video, I apologize. Again, I think everyone in this film, they're wonderful actors. You know, and, like, Mason and McKenna, super cute. But this just wasn't for me. I think it was just too much going on for me. I should have just went and saw Begonia a second time. Oh well.